Hello everybody and welcome back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean and today we continue our series against the San Francisco Giants. We're taking on Jordan Hicks, 3-11 with a 5.82 ERA. We have Luis Castillo on the bump, 20-1 with a .99 ERA. If you'd like to watch more, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. New baseball every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Hopefully you enjoyed. I guess this is actually... Never mind. I recorded these in order, so I've thrown myself off a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed the off-day content in yesterday's game. We have a few more games before we'll have some more off-day content here on the channel. Let's jump in. Coming off kind of a weird win, some positives, some negatives. It's kind of a mixed bag. Today is, and this kind of dates this video a little bit, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. Today it was announced that Scott Servais would be relieved of duties for as the Mariners manager. They're bringing in Dan Wilson, so we'll see. It's been a rough year as far as the Mariners real life season is concerned. They gave up a 10-game lead in 24 games. It's been bad. It's been real bad. I don't think it's his fault. Every manager is going to make questionable decisions. Every manager is going to do things. I'm playing a video game and I do this crap. But I don't know. Feels more like a scapegoat situation, and a lot of the reaction I've seen early, or as this news has been breaking, which it turns out it's kind of a weird way that he got fired, or how he found out he was being let go was that he got a notification on his phone, so that sucks. But some of the reaction I've seen is that it's like, hey, there's a lot more problems than just you're managing, but it seemed like he was a good player guy. I don't know. He's been there for 9 years, led the Mariners to the playoffs. I don't know. As a fan, it feels like you're kind of just like setting sail on the season, like you're done. We're done. We're not worried about the playoffs. The Houston can have the division, and makes those trades feel like a bit of a weird half step, but
just about to get underway.
I don't know.
Starting on the mound in this one, Luis Castillo. What's the word on him?
There's a lot of sure there's a lot of other things that could happen. A lot of underperforming players, including players like Julio. As much as we love him, it's been pretty rough. But there has been better parity in MLB, just kind of in general, which has been nice. Does not feel like it's, oh, this team is the team. Even though Los Angeles, the Dodgers would have seemed like that at the start of the year, doesn't feel like they've really pulled away the way that people assumed that they would. But that's enough about the real-life Mariners. We are playing video game baseball. We're having a pretty good season, if I do say so myself. And for as good a season as I have, it's been a little like, oh boy. Once we get into the playoffs, having to face good pitchers consistently, which we've had to do for the last 4 games or so, you can see that there's some holes.
They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to
in case you needed a reminder,
maybe watch some tape from the
or you hadn't noticed
make
already.
the adjustment. So if you get
like,
those
what? Sean's inconsistent when he plays this game?
Chance of scoring some
no
runs.
way. Whoever would have guessed?
Swing and a ball lined out towards
We're not going to worry about diving for it. We don't need any unnecessary injuries. We don't need highlights if it's going to take you out for the rest of the season.
Harold Ramirez at the dish. No hits in the shutout last night. Had a good eye there. Castillo, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Runner takes off, has some trouble with it. Slater at first, 1 gone. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Strike in there.
Strike him out, throw him out. Let's go! I guess it was only strike 2, my bad, but we still pick up the steal attempt. It's a good tip. We were ready for it. I didn't throw anything off speed. 2 fastballs and a sinker. All of those pitches from Castillo are above 95 miles an hour. Now we can go back to, or we can go to the slider and hopefully pick up out number 3.
And the slider just misses.
Just kidding.
And down on strikes. And
there we go.
There as he gets a 1-2-3.
Okay.
No scores. We head to the bottom of the
We didn't
first.
get him 1-2-3, but that's all right. I guess technically, semantically, I feel like we might have gotten him 1-2-3, but no big deal.
Back at T-Mobile Park and pitching here today, Jordan Hicks.
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
And these first two pitches are going to be some trouble. We're going to ignore that record. We're going to ignore the ERA. We have a sinker at 100. We have a sweeping curve at 88, a four-seam at 101, slider at 89, and a circle change at 90. If you've been watching for a while, you can identify exactly why and which pitches are going to give me trouble. Why this pitcher will give me trouble and which pitches will give me the trouble. Skipped a couple of words in that sentence. Had a really good thought and then was like, how can I destroy this? Oh, that's right. Just be really dumb.
And 1-1. And there's a ball.
So he's a little wild here. First pitch was right on the edge.
At the belt and fires. That one fouled off. 2-2. The pitch.
Got me with a sweeping curve.
Very frustrating right there.
Shit.
As a speedy potential base runner, when with two strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just
Oh,
by reaching
no.
on an error.
Oh,
But some way you
no.
got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Sends it to Flores. And here this afternoon,
We have had a lot of
quickly
trouble.
away
We have
in the
been
bottom
so
of the first.
inconsistent at the
Now
plate.
Scott Service
Hall
lined
of
up for the
Fame
Seattle
is just
Mariners.
so
One
bad.
guy swinging a hot bat recently. Mitch
14th out of
Haniger.
15
These
teams
days,
on
we
a
know
305
teams, they put a
OBP.
game plan together for every hitter in a lineup, but a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he
9-game
doesn't
hitting
beat
streak.
you.
We've been
So
playing
you know
really
they
well
put
with
in a little
Polanco
extra
over the
time
last
and
4
effort
games or
on
so,
how
3 or
they're
4
going to approach
games.
him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot, so it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
We
Jorge
just have
Polanco, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 out, space is empty.
We need to be better at recognizing pitches. We don't have to, like,
And it's 1-1.
I think that's early on me.
One strike.
And there's a fly ball deep right
Polanco?
field.
Polanco? 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 Let's go! Committed a little lower to the zone there. That's going to up his hit streak to 10 games. And he's homered in back-to-back games, as they just said. And I think he was a huge factor in our lone win against the Dodgers. And that was how we got started against this team yesterday. I might have been almost the exact same scenario. A strikeout, like a strikeout, pop out,
Trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
and then a home
And now
run.
for Seattle, Cal Raleigh.
Did a really nice job there of
Struggled to
committing
make
super
contact
low in the
lately,
zone.
striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
1 run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. 1-1 there. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Left field.
not
Pretty well
enough.
struck.
Oh, wow.
Ups over the wall.
And rolled up. Okay, so we're doing a good job committing to the very low portion of the zone. It's a home run and an automatic double.
Without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now Luke Raley. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs.
That's a ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
The pitch.
That's a really good take. It was a take. It'd probably be a take all the way. I guess if he would have thrown it, low, I probably would have gone for it, or at least thought about it. But we need to be in take mode here.
The pitch. And there's
That's
the
perfectly
automatic.
fine. Probably my least favorite count, 3-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swings and misses.
Man, just
That
way
ends
too
the
late.
inning and stops things
We
from getting out of hand.
We got down
So
to a
they pick up
3-ball
run on
lead
2
and
hits,
absolutely
no
fell
errors and a
apart.
man left. We'll head
Damn
to
it.
inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park.
I think the
It's
3-0 take is
Mariners
good.
one
The
and
3-1
Giants
take,
nothing.
I wasn't counting on another sinker there. And then that's just a swing that's way too late. It is a contact swing. We're trying to, just foul it off, stay alive. Hopefully he would make it a little easier there.
Top of the
Either
second,
easier to
the
get
Giants
contact or
four-hitter,
easier to just let it go.
Flores. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Just misses with that one.
That didn't miss. It was a terrible pitch, but it did not miss the strike zone.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Double play ball to second. Off balance feet. There's one.
Polanco
First
was
safe.
so
Good sinker, low
delayed
zone
on
right
that
there and
change.
produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
J.D. Davis, the next Giant to hit. And a swing and a miss.
Oh my goodness. He took like an extra few
And
steps.
first one away.
That should have been 2. It's okay. It's all good.
Oh, 0-2 to Davis. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
He is in auto swing mode here, so we'll throw a slider. A little more on the outside. Didn't go for it. That was a pretty bad
And
pitch.
that's ball 1.
Got a little excited.
Ground ball right side. Could be 2. There's 1. Return throw to first. Got him.
Okay,
Double
so we
play.
missed the first
And
double
that'll
play,
do
but
it.
we get the
One hit in
second
inning,
one
but
nicely
nothing more than
done.
that. Down to the
It's a good
bottom of the
fastball
second.
in that location.
It's the
I don't
Mariners
typically
1
throw
and the
fastballs
Giants
low.
nothing.
I think it's a good. I think that was a good opportunity to do that.
Back
We
in
had thrown
Seattle, and now the first
in like
baseman,
every
Ty
other
France.
spot except for low.
Here comes a pitch. Right through there for a strike. Next
Said
offering
last
way
3
off the
games, 6
plate.
ribbies. I
Woody
feel like he
Keller
had
making the calls
6 of
behind
those
for
in
us
one
today.
game.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot.
I guess
more
it was
of
one
that
game
in
he
today's
probably
game.
had
The pitchers going up there
5.
with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Damn it, that was a bad swing.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple.
Oh, that is just
umpires
heinous.
that weren't real
2
good.
god-awful
Outside of
swings
that,
on
you just
sinkers.
kinda went into the
Sorry,
game,
France.
Especially back when I was playing.
Henniger.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. Swings through
Too
that
aggressive
one.
on the slider there.
As the game has moved
We gotta let that
along,
go.
We see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four
Good
guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one almost got him.
2-1.
That
Three
misses
balls,
the zone,
one strike.
and now 3-1. And he walked
That's a
him.
ball.
That was what I was looking for with
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much
with
get to
Rayleigh.
first base with a quick free pass.
Runner on at first with one gone. And here is Josh Rojas.
It's been a tough stretch
Nice,
for him
easy
at the
take
plate.
there.
Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Misses again, 5 in a row. Haniger over at first with one away. Got it started a little too early.
One
Strike
ball,
one.
one strike.
It's a good slider.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swung on, broke it. Deep. That one went back there. That one's going to land. Not so much.
Hey, take advantage
here,
of that walk. Let's
here.
go.
A gigantic blast. His 14th of the year. And they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this
That'll
could end
help.
up being an important home run for him. Maybe
That
it's a
will
sign of
help.
more to come. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's Luis Urias.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
Matt is too
Swing and a
aggressive.
miss,
I'm
and he
so
got
sorry,
him to
Urias.
chase.
No balls, one strike.
Not
1-1.
even close there.
Nice
And
take.
now it's even 1-1. 2 runs across in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground to third.
We were on top of that one. Darn
Throws
it.
to first in time.
The center fielder, number 44.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's a strike.
Fucking goddamn it.
0-1.
Fuck. God.
And
1-1.
misses inside.
No,
And
that's
another
a
ball.
ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swing and a miss.
This
It's
slider
2-2.
is killing me.
2-2.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 come across
Sliders all
to
the way down
score
at
in the inning,
85.
courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's
Damn it.
now 3-0.
I mean, just
You're
damn
watching
it.
Major
That
League Baseball
sucks.
on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Blake Sable. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that
One
other
ball,
team
one
any hope.
strike.
You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Left-hand hitter waits. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
That was a really bad slider. Our slider has been
Leadoff man.
super inconsistent today.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Michael
Some good movement on that.
In the box now, no balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 0-2 now.
There we go. That's what we're looking for.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts.
I can't remember how many strikeouts he needs. Maybe they'll point it out if we get there. But Castillo's getting close, I think, to 250. 250 strikeouts this season.
Grounder off the pitcher. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Why?
The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boo.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think
that looked like we were going to maybe be able to get out of this inning. Not that we're in too much trouble, but those are the frustrating bounces that we just don't seem to get roll in our favor. If that was the computer, it somehow would have bounced off the leg into the first baseman's glove. It would have been a triple play.
He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
So first and second with 2 outs. Austin Slater stands in, and he's already singled in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Sable over at second. Luciano at first. 2 out of the inning. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. And a pitch.
That was a real bad fastball. Really bad fastball. But hey, we're able to get it past him, and we'll take care of it. Okay, so we almost have a pitcher injury, which is a huge concern. We're getting out hit by the Giants. But we're not giving up like any super big damage here. Let's see if we can keep the pressure on with our offense a little bit.
JP Crawford.
Shortstop, JP.
He's been throwing a lot of that slider.
And here it comes.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
0-1. Swing and a miss.
Sweeping curve and slider. And how slow they are, that's going to be the problem.
Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Swings and misses. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe
really struggling to see that.
But deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Polanco takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. He swings and fouls one off.
He doesn't have good feel for the slider, but it has so much movement. It's given me a lot of trouble.
1 down, base is empty. Swings over the top
again,
of that
way
one.
too early.
Sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one almost got him. Next pitch misses way outside. Kicks and deals. The 3-2 is off the outside edge. And
Nice
that is
easy
ball
pitch
4.
there.
Now batting, catcher,
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Doubled his first time up. In the air, left field. Slater gets under it. They got it for
We're
out number
fucking
2.
late on the sweeping curve. God.
now batting,
Man at first. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And the right-hander deals. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Sizing this one up. Hauls
Sweeping
it
curves
in
all over the
end.
goddamn place. I fucking
Mariners
hate
lead
it.
one, but they lead
Fucking
it 3-0.
hate it. This is why we can't worry about their record or their ERA. This probably should be a guy that we're punishing, but we're not doing that. They're mixing up the pitches pretty nicely against me.
Back
I'm
at
having
T-Mobile
trouble
Park,
with my
John
timing.
Shelby with Chris Singleton, and
Pretty bad at
second
bat
on
with
the board,
Raley,
Harold
and even worse one with Raleigh.
On the ground right side, and he picks it up in foul territory.
Might just be one of those
Ramirez,
games where it's lucky we got a
29
couple
years
out of the
old,
yard.
And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
God damn it, that fucking slider
Bases empty,
is
one away.
so
Top half of inning
inconsistent
number
today.
4.
It's been a problem with Castillo. I know he's 20-1, but there are times where it feels like we really struggle with him. Pulling it left, or it's early.
One down, base is empty.
There it is. There it is.
the center fielder, number 5.
And now Mike Yastrzemski. He's 0 for 1. Close, but called a ball.
Really?
And that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Kicks and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Well struck left field. That's back there. He won't get there. That should be extra base.
What is happening?
The throw in, and he's in at second with a 2-out
What
double.
the that fucking animation.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man at second here with 2 away. And up next for San Francisco, J.D. Davis. Yastrzemski on at second with 2 down. That one a little bit high, and the count is 1-1.
Settle down. You're giving up more hits again. It's
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate.
Get him.
It's out.
Let's go.
That ends the inning.
Hey, that's a nice job, Haniger. We were right there.
2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up
6
with it,
hits
getting
given
rid
up
of
to
it
this
quickly,
team. We are
and throwing on the money.
ugh,
That is
we
great
are
technique
playing
from
with fire.
start to
This is a
finish.
dangerous
Nice
game
job to
here.
end the inning.
If he's any faster than like a mid 50s speed, that's a run.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. Hicks back to work.
God damn it.
And it's
God
fouled
fucking
away.
damn it.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. And he deals. Not close with that one. And a count 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Okay, hey, foul the slider off. Still very early on it, but don't let him get the call.
That's off the mark. Full count now.
Full count.
Outside,
Okay.
and that is ball 4.
Made that nice and easy for me with France. That's the kind of pitcher that we are looking for way
Mitch Haniger
outside.
next for the Mariners. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Alex Cobb getting ready to go. Sanchez
Sixto
also
Sanchez.
throwing. Righty delivers. Maybe
And we hit into a double play.
4, 3, and they turn the double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Here's Josh Rojas.
Just
He's
such
already
a bad,
homered
such
here
a bad
in this
approach. God,
one. And first offering is fouled off.
that is so frustrating. We work a good walk with France, and then it's just a shit slider.
Out towards right center field. On the move.
We are falling
Pulls
apart
it
at the
down
plate.
and he
I
makes the
don't
catch.
understand how we're getting such
that
bad
is
pieces of
that.
these balls. Fuck me. God damn it.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
San Francisco,
We go to the top of the fifth.
catcher,
Now it's the
number
Giants
2,
catcher, Blake Sable.
Sable.
Right side, hard hit. Polanco tosses
There
the
we go,
first.
Polanco.
One away here in the fifth.
The batter. The right
Need to be
fielder,
more willing to throw sliders or
Conforto.
like
The
movement
batter will be
pitches
Michael
inside.
Conforto.
I
His
love
first at
throwing
bat
a
was
circle
strikeout.
change away from an opposite hand batter,
And there's the strike.
or in that case a
On the
sinker.
mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Like sliders and
This one popped
slurves.
up. Foul ground, first base side. Pulls
be a little
it
more
down,
willing.
There's 2 gone. And up next for the Giants, Marco Luciano. That one
damn it.
finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That is not the kind of pitch that I want.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. To the right side, France. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Okay, nice quick inning there.
Nothing doing
One of
there
the
for
few
San
innings I think where we
Francisco.
have held
They
them
trail in
hitless,
this
so
one,
that's a positive. I mean, even the first inning they qualified as a 1-2-3 inning, but they still got a hit.
We head to the bottom of the
Leading off
fifth.
for
Now the
the
third
Mariners,
baseman, Luis
the third
Urias.
baseman, Luis Urias.
Hicks back to work. Strike on the inside corner. That one way outside, and that is ball 1. And that's outside. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2.
That was ball 3.
And another ball.
Full count.
And there's
Okay.
ball 4.
Take your base.
Still made that relatively easy for me to figure out. We've picked up 4 walks. We've cashed at least one of them in. I think we actually only cashed one of them in because we had a solo shot from Polanco and a 2-run blast. So.
Jordan Hicks done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
I let him stick around in this game a little longer than I would have wanted to, ideally. He probably shouldn't have made it that long just because he was pretty wild throughout a lot of his pitching.
Have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
But I swung a lot of this stuff. Sweeping curve and the
now here is
the slider really gave me a lot of trouble. There's Mariner Moose.
You gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
Okay, sinker, splitter, slurve, and a slider. Everything is gonna be probably pretty low in the zone. 97 on a sinker, 92 on a splitter, 12-6 curve at 88, and a slider at 88.
In there at the knees for a strike. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat he thinks
swung out, belted.
Thank you.
That one went back there, and that one's gonna land.
Thank you, Julio. I appreciate it. 2-run blast. Hey, we are going yard or we are doing fuck all with it. That's the second walk that we've been able to cash in, so that's good news.
Another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that.
That was a horrendous slider.
Absolutely
horrendous
slider.
slider.
He kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Stepping in, J.P. Crawford.
That is a really good take. I know that's a super hittable pitch. I get that. But I am too aggressive first pitch swinging after a home run or a good play.
Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
On the ground.
Okay, hey, well, at least we got a piece of it. That 12-6 curve is
just
disgusting.
Have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. On the ground, right side. And that one handle gathers and throws to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jorge.
And here is Jorge Polanco. He's already homered in this game. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true.
Oh, we just needed a second one. It's cool. That feels fucking incredible. That feels so fucking good to miss it and then get it. Let's go. Polanco on absolute fire from the dish.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
1 out, base is empty. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh.
That's a great take right there.
Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Hit hard on the ground is short. Luciano fires over to first. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Seattle, the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the
Couple
series.
good takes there.
That's in there.
Still a good
And
take.
it's 2-1.
That is just unfortunate. It's a really bad. That PCI is awful. I gave up on that pitch a little bit and then thought I would swing. Left-handed, right-handed. We're not in sync there. Darn.
You're watching
I haven't noticed. I do tend to let that like glide up a little bit as the pitch comes in.
All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman.
We're still being out hit by this team, by the way.
The wind of the pitch.
6-5. But who cares? 3 of ours have gone out of the yard.
And having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
I am trying to.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Not a great sequence there.
Ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle.
And that is just horrendous. Why am I so early on that slider? I don't know what it is about
The
it.
pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back.
Little
play.
overcorrection there.
Nobody out. Runner at first. That's down.
Slider
again.
and the sinker both have a lot of yellow in the pathing there.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second for 1. How about that double play?
There you go.
Great job on the mound, fielding his position and making a good throw.
Thank goodness we were able to get there.
Far too often we see pitchers have a hard time with that throw, but no issues right there. That's good practice paying off in a game and resulting in 2 big outs.
Ramirez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that's in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider.
And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now.
France
It's
Haniger
the Mariners
Rojas.
6, and the Giants nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the first baseman, Ty France.
First baseman,
The line to kick the pitch.
That's a bad swing.
Back
That's a
our
bad
way,
swing.
and that's out of play. And the pitch.
That's a worse
And
swing.
that one fouled off.
I don't think you could reasonably say that was good timing on that last pitch.
Swings and
Got me
misses
with that
on the
one,
breaking
yeah.
ball in the
Man,
dirt.
it has
Gets
been
him.
feast or famine,
One
and
away
it's
on a drop
at
third
times it's
strike.
looked really good. We've had a
nasty
couple
pitch
patient
right
at bats.
there.
We've taken advantage of some mistakes.
In the
We've
80s,
seen
got so much
absolutely
going on,
horrendous
and you really
swings.
don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Now it's going to be Mitch Haniger. And the 0-1. That one missed. Sharp grounder.
Okay,
That's
hey, I'll take
base
that.
hit.
I'll take it.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
the designated hitter, number 4.
Josh Rojas up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2. Rojas checks the swing. Appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. That one not close. 1 ball, 1 strike. Haniger leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball still.
Okay. Hey, at least stay alive. Pitch that we probably should have crushed, but
right-handed reliever. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field.
that
No
is
trouble
just
here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
I think that's the second one with Rojas where like I mean that sequence, those 2 hits or 2 swings or whatever are like
first digging in.
why
Luis Urias.
the second Polanco home run felt so good. missed it, and then we got it. That one, we missed it, and then we also missed it. And instead of it resulting in anything positive, it was a fucking out.
Wouldn't chase that time. The Mariners up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one lifted in the air center field.
That's really bad.
Really,
really bad.
It, and that's the 3rd out. One left for Seattle, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back in Seattle, and here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. Foul ball. Righty to the plate. Strike
There
2.
we go. A nice little strike.
The wind of the pitch.
There we go. It's not a great location. Drifted inside a bit, but we'll take it. 8 strikeouts.
I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind.
Yastrzemski hits better on the road than at home.
Mike Yastrzemski, the next
What
Giant.
is it with that top right quadrant that I just cannot figure out with Castillo? It is a consistent issue.
Speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Now 1-1.
There we go. Dialed.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Not the pitch we wanted there. Or location.
Left-hand hitter waits.
There we go.
For the strikeout. And his season of strikeouts continues with number 250.
Man, that slider bearing
250, let's go.
It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you off.
We have what?
Saw you off.
5 or so weeks of the season left.
Pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Davis at the plate with
Can we sniff 300?
Next offering is in for a strike. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch misses outside.
That's a good take.
Count 1-2.
Good take. I was trying to palindrome it a little bit. There we go. There's strikeout number 10 on the day.
Quietly, they still find themselves down 6-0.
Man, that's a good question. How many games? We'll have to figure out how many games we have left.
New pitcher
And
now,
then try to figure out how many starts he would have. It's got to be a couple.
In out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the
There's a whole month of games.
Same intensity to it.
There's 31 games left, I believe.
These batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
31 games
back
left.
to the top of the lineup.
Sixto Sanchez comes in, change up at 90, a sinker at 97. 4-seam at 101, a slider at 91, and a curveball at 80.
Off the mark there. 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tristan Beck getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Number 74 also getting ready. And the righty deals. Fought off foul.
Okay, that was correct. He would go inside. He just missed badly.
Swung on, belted. And an automatic
Another automatic double. A second automatic double? We have 14 doubles with Julio. It's kind of wild. And the second auto double of the day.
Crawford up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. In the air, center field.
Too aggressive.
Yastrzemski brings it in. 1 down.
Slow down here. We got the automatic double to start the inning. That's a good take.
Not close.
That one definitely sailed on him a little bit.
Wouldn't chase that time.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Check swing. Did
Sorry,
he go?
Polanco.
Yes, he did.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Okay. Okay. We were on it.
Next
Good
offering
take right there.
upstairs.
Hey, make it easy. Make it make it an easy decision here. A nice foul there. Way to fight, Polanco. And there we go. That's what we're looking for. Hey, there was one bad swing in there. One real dumb swing.
Good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
He's 2 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 home runs.
Cal Raleigh, 1 for 3. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. That was blasted to the moon. His 21st of the year. It's 9-0.
Man, we are.
The game.
Man, they're all
We may have everything via the long ball. That is so bad.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that
I
was
think
gonna be.
we.
The challenge,
I
not
think we
get
faced Sixto the other
over-anxious and
day,
come out of your
yesterday.
swing. He stayed
I think we
on
had a
it
little
and
success
got
against
all of it.
him. I don't know that we were able to drive in any runs. I can't remember that.
Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Tristan Beck.
He did not.
And as relievers go,
I think he
he's
recorded
not a
1
big
out.
strikeout guy.
He
Tries
hit
to
3
force weak
earned with
contact,
0.1
so
inning. That is
command and
brutal.
execution are huge for him.
Base is empty, 1 away.
These are the kind of games where you look at it and you go, okay.
Luke Raley.
That's how you've won
Ball 1, no strikes.
X number of games.
Bag.
And then you see some of the games where we get shut out and you go,
He
how have you
features
won
a
anything?
Fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a slider.
Oof.
That to right. Conforto settles under this
So
one.
we take advantage of another walk.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync.
So
The
94
ball's just
on
not
a
coming off
4
his bat
seam,
the way it
12
did
6
earlier in
curve
the
at
regular
78,
season.
changeup at 85, and a slider at 85.
That's towards center. Yastrzemski under it.
That
Squeezes
sucks. It was just on the
And that
inside.
is
That's the
that.
third or fourth,
The biggest swing of the inning
third or fourth out that we've
here,
had
a
that's just
three-run
like a
homer.
little like
It's
just like
now
a clunk.
9-0.
It's like, I'd
Major
like a
League
little more,
Baseball, and it's on
little more,
the
please.
show. Ready to begin the 8th, and here's the catcher, Blake Sable. Just off the outside edge.
We don't even have anybody out
Ball
in
1.
the
Castillo
bullpen right now.
still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one.
Boots it.
We can go Tate and Salcedo.
That's in there. It's 0-1. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Sable gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
There we go. That's a nice strikeout.
Zone.
Let's go. Is that 11? So that's 252.
Just disconnected
48?
head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2
We're gonna probably have to average. We're gonna probably have to average about 8 strikeouts a game for him if we're lucky to get 6 more starts out of him.
Takes a
You can do
strike.
some quick math at the end of the video.
That's out to center field. Rodriguez puts it away.
Those
one of
kinds
those
of hits
at-bats
are
where you have to
so
remind
tricky
yourself
to
it's
see
about the
because the
process.
name
You did
covers the
everything
bar
right
that
back
I
there.
have
Nothing
for
to
like
show
where it's
for
going to
it,
go.
But in your mind, you
And
have to
that is-
convince
whew.
yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Estrada stands in now. And
This is a really good
pitches
piece of
strike one.
contact.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring
Darn, we can't get
position.
another
They're going to
strikeout.
need a big knock. Try to put something
That's all
up on
right.
the board.
Urias
So we got
makes
we
the play,
have
and that'll do it. So the
252
Giants lead
strikeouts with
one,
him.
and they're down
If we are
9-0.
lucky to get 6 starts out of him, it'd be 8 strikeouts a game. But we'll see.
Back at T-Mobile
Leading
Park,
off,
bottom of the
the
8th.
Mariners.
Now it's the right fielder,
The right
Mitch
fielder.
Haniger.
Mitch
And a pitch.
Haniger.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
It wasn't really close. Should not have been a ball. Yeah.
There's a strike.
Not really anticipating the fastballs low here.
Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Now a screamer into the outfield. Slater makes the grab, one
Pretty good
down.
adjustment.
The designated hitter, number 4.
Josh Rojas, the next to hit.
See if he goes low again.
That
He
one
does,
misses.
but he's
Ball
outside.
1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ooh, that was a good changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next
Ball
pitch
2.
is outside.
Ball
And the
3.
slider just misses.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swinging a foul straight back. 3-2 now. And they'll do it again.
Damn it.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. That one is inside.
we'll take
ball
that.
4.
Take that walk. That was a bit of a bold
Oh,
take
so
right there.
close. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Here's the third baseman, Luis Urias. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a miss as he
Very
chases
good.
that
Another
one
good
darting
change
out
up
of the
there.
zone. The pitch. And a foul ball.
Real early on that.
The M's up big in this one here in the second game of the series. And a curve misses outside.
Brewers 12-4 over the Athletics. Least fouling it off.
Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Full count.
And the right-hander deals. Good plate
Okay.
appearance there.
Another
Able
walk.
to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Back to the top of the Seattle order, Julio Rodriguez now at the plate. That's
That is a
outside.
really good
And
take.
that is ball 1.
Struggled at times with sensible takes from Julio.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a strike in there.
He really likes throwing low in the zone. I think that's a good take with 2-0 count.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
kicks and deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Rojas, the lead runner, out at second. Urias at first. One gone. 3-2 down.
I thought that was strike 3. You can look at my facial reaction. And just like I thought he got me. Oh, thank God. I was just thinking that he hadn't thrown that changeup or the 12-6. It was a pretty easy walk, but bad swing.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Slater makes the grab. 2 down.
It's unfortunate that that's the way the at-bat ended. It should have been a 1-out, bases-loaded situation. Instead, it's a fly-out.
2 ground outs, a fly-out, and a strikeout. Out towards left center.
That is
Slater gets under it.
unfortunate.
Makes the grab, and that's
Damn
the inning.
it. Tried to be aggressive, thought he was going to throw a little lower in the zone. We draw a
Looks
couple
like
of
he's
walks
heading
and
back
just
out
not
for the
able to do
ninth
anything
as
with
he'll
it.
Go for the shutout when we get back.
We'll see if he has much, if any, energy left. I should probably put someone new in anyway.
All set to start the 9th in
He
this.
doesn't have much energy. It's a triple righty. We will bring in Dylan Tate. There's no reason, because if he gets injured, if he gets injured, I might be fucked
Attacking these hitters
for the season.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Out to short, Crawford. Sends it to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. He's 2 outs away at the plate. Harold Ramirez. That one to first. He takes it on his own.
Nicely
2 up, 2
done.
down.
Now batting. The
So
first
they're down to
baseman,
their final out. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it.
That was a pretty weird final inning there.
Way to a win in this one.
But
win by 9
yeah.
runs. You have plenty of insurance.
Interesting
It's a
game.
huge confidence
Interesting
boost.
game here. We went deep, or we didn't do a whole lot at all. I had one small ball run in there, but I don't think so. 4 pitches, 3 outs for Dylan Tate, which is good. We ended up tying them in hits. Luis Castillo picks up his 21st win. We hand Hicks his 12th loss of the season, and we secure a series win in game number 2. Rojas had a nice home run. Polanco went deep twice. Julio got in on the fun with the long ball. And a great throw here by Haniger for an out at the plate. That's a pretty big game-changing play right there. We gave up a lot of hits, especially early in this game. I think we cut it down just a little bit. There were some weird bad bounces here and there, but we survived and we thrived with some home runs, a lot of them. I think 5 in the ball game. 2 from Polanco, 1 from Rojas, 1 from Julio, 1 from Cal, the big dumper. And Polanco is your player of the game. He was 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, 2 ribbies, and he scored 3 times because he also drew a couple of walks. Raleigh was 2 for 4 with a home run, a double, knocked in 3 and scored once. Julio Rodriguez was 2 for 5 with a home run, a double, 2 ribbies, and scored twice. And Rojas was 1 for 3 with a 2-run blast himself. And we do a nice job. We give up 8 hits. But we don't really get penalized for it. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the fifth, 3 in the seventh. I like that spread there, even if it is just, hey, it's 1, 2, maybe another 2 and a 1. that still is pretty good. We're able to sprinkle in some runs throughout the game. That's nice. We don't have to hold on with 3 runs in the first 2 innings and just hold on for dear life, especially because we gave up 8 hits. We got some bad bounces. We got some nice plays. That throw, that play at the plate, I forget exactly what inning that was in, but that could have really shifted. If it was before the bottom of the 5th inning, that cuts it to a 2-run lead and obviously isn't an out. Even if they just stop him at third, that starts to get a little dicey. It's runners on first and third with 2 outs. Who knows what happens, but it's a great throw from Haniger, and he helps us get the win and keep them off the scoreboard. Luis Castillo had 11 strikeouts in 8 really nice innings. He did give up 8 hits, but the important numbers: no walks, no earned runs. Jordan Hicks, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts in 4 innings with only 3 hits. We just needed 1 more hit for the straight 4s. That would have been pretty nice. Take a quick peek at the box score here. We only struck out 5 times and we drew 7 walks. That is good stuff. Great stuff right there. We struck them out 11 times. Fantastic. And Luis Castillo, has 252 strikeouts on the season. As we wrap up game number 130, I believe. We can do quick math. We'll do 2 bouts of quick math. 104 and 26, that is 130 games. And I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to give you some numbers here in just a second. Okay, did some quick math here. It looks like we're going to get 6 more starts out of him. He will start the 3rd game of that Tampa Bay series. He will start against Oakland. He will start against St. Louis versus Texas and at Texas. And then his final start will be at Houston. I believe it's actually that 3rd and final game there. So we have 6 more starts with him. We'd have to average 8 strikeouts per game with Luis Castillo to try and crack 300 strikeouts on the season. Not really a stat that I was going for, but sometimes it's fun to just kind of pick a number and see if we can get there. As for the Mariners, we're going to hopefully continue our hot hitting, but it might be a little tricky. Robbie Ray, he's a lefty. It's going to mean our lineup's going to need to change, but he's 7-13 with a 4.73 ERA. George Kirby's on the mound for the Mariners tomorrow, 10-5 with a 2.10 ERA, and that'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex before we start a 3-game set against the Tampa Bay Rays. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Subscribe right here. Ring the bell down below. Baseball's right here. This morning's video is up there. Thanks again for watching. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.